Hello, and welcome to Only Right Answers. Welcome, Mitch. We're back. We've got new equipment.
Better setup.
Oh yeah. How do you like them?
We'll see.
I don't like the audio on these. We tested the audio.
Yeah,
hopefully they work out fine.
We look a lot cooler with this.
We do. We look a lot more professional. We've got a whole setup here too. We actually got a producer. Everyone, welcome Henry.
Yes.
Woo! Hold on. We also got a soundboard. Hold on. Let me try that again.
Well, we can. And then we got our second producer, Hank.
Yeah, he's not here today.
He's not here today.
Unfortunately not, but we're gonna get him in. But Mitch, I have a very special present for you. I'm so excited. I've been keeping this in for so long.
No.
All right. Only Right Answers will have our first guest. It'll be like a mini guest, a little cameo.
Yes.
Please welcome this piece of Beyden Stratton.
Oh my God! Where did you get that thing from?
This is what I've been hiding from you for weeks.
It makes my horn look stupid.
Let me get this sorted out. Okay, so long story short, we've been telling Mitch the last 2 days now?
Yeah.
That I had a surprise for him?
Oh, you told me yesterday?
Something like that. So this is a moose antler, for those of you that are visually illiterate. I found this in the woods.
Here, I think we can put it
house.
right here.
Yeah, you can throw it over there. Mitch, do you want to touch it first?
Is that mic hooked up to anything?
We're gonna get my mic hooked up. Mitch, you looked so surprised.
Yeah, you can hear it.
All right, just talk really loud into it.
How loud? Okay, that seems like it'll do the trick.
Okay. Welcome.
Anyways,
Where'd you get this?
loss of formal introduction, but
No, it'll be fine. We'll
Moose Sailor.
we'll keep it in. We'll keep it in, or at least we'll keep as much as we possibly can. I'll move it over here. I don't know if this is in frame. Henry, is this in frame?
yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Good. So I'm kind of an average Joe.
Oh, average Joe.
Average Joe, an avid podcast watcher. I've been keeping an eye on your little show you got going here, and I noticed Mitchell purchased this that I don't even know what it is.
It's a shofar.
It's a
ram's
shofar.
horn.
It's a shofar ram's horn.
Yeah, this came from Jerusalem. Israel.
How much was it?
80 ducats.
Yeah.
So that moose antler was $3.99. I found it in the woods behind my house.
Just like this.
Just as it sits right now. I cleaned it up, and I'm going to gift it to you.
You're gifting it to us?
I'm gifting it to you guys for a permanent piece of the set.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I just thought you were gonna bring it in.
I could
No,
kiss you right
it's
now.
not show
This
and
is pretty
tell.
Awesome.
I come bearing gifts.
But
It's
I'm not
show and tell.
You are our favorite guest on this
Yes.
podcast.
First and
crazy.
favorite.
Yes. You'll be very hard to beat. You know, this
We could get like
this
our
goes to
guest-
show upcoming guests.
Yeah, give us gifts.
Give us gifts,
Yeah.
okay?
You prove how good of a guest you are.
We got this backdrop. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of just looks like a stained sheet. It's got a little bit of white spots, which I'm not sure what they're
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Kyle, I think it might have been one of your sheets, huh?
Yeah, okay.
There's
podcast.
There's no issue with that.
What?
I don't understand what sort of connotations you're applying with your sheets.
I just don't want me being a bedwetter on the internet. So what? Sometimes you know, somebody can have an accident in the middle of the
You
night.
drink too much water.
I do not drink much water. It's milk.
So you're just.
I'm on a
Oh my
I'm on
God.
a strict milk diet.
This guy chugged a gallon of milk while we were at San Diego.
To be fair,
I mean, it was over the whole night, but a gallon of milk.
so you know how you were cooking in Myrtle Beach for us?
Like a slave.
Yeah. All right. We were making pizzas, and let me tell you, that was probably the most fun night I had at that Airbnb.
It was awesome.
It was so fun. Henry was there.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Me and Mitch for 4 hours straight were talking in Italian. Well, it started off New York accents, and then it kind of transitioned into Italian accents, and we were just, yelling at each other.
That was there too.
Oh my God.
Live, laugh, love.
He didn't even eat any of our pizzas.
What are you on the whole time?
Yeah.
Were they good?
They were
good.
Awesome. They were good. Everyone.
Did you put pineapple on them?
No, we did not.
That's my real question here.
No.
Oh, first of all, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. Do you think that pineapple belongs with pizza?
No.
Get out.
No,
Get out.
No.
This is my favorite guest right here.
That's why I sat on the side of the table.
See, Mitch does like pineapple on pizza.
I don't like pineapple on pizza.
It's not that it's like repulsive or gross.
It is
repulsive. It just doesn't click in my brain. Like, I don't understand why somebody thought it up and put pineapple on a pizza.
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying.
It was thought up before.
I heard they were admitted into an
pepperonis.
insane asylum after creating that. The pineapple on pizza.
Well,
I looked it up. Yeah.
No, you did not. We do not look up things in this podcast.
Well, you're right.
Only Henry looks up things in this podcast.
Yeah.
Our producer
My
that we now
real
have.
source remains. You want to know my source?
Your dreams.
I made it up.
That's credible though, because we have the only right answers.
This is true.
Yeah.
We're the only ones with the right answer, so we cannot be wrong.
Yeah.
Even when we are.
You're doing lacrosse now, right?
Oh yeah.
How do you like that? How does that compare?
I do enjoy it. I dabbled in high school.
Okay.
So I wasn't completely new to it, but I'm a soccer player through and through. I'm a goalkeeper, so going from goaltending to defensive midfielder kind of like was a bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just throwing balls around?
Yeah, basically. A bunch of dudes throwing balls around.
I don't entirely understand lacrosse.
It's a very confusing sport for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just the ins and outs and the little rules make absolutely no sense. Game yesterday, we were mid-play. We had a fast break. Referee accidentally blows his whistle on a fast break that would have ended in a goal.
Uh-huh.
And the referee blows his whistle on accident because it was just chilling in his mouth. And he pulls his bull rule out of his He's like, we're going to go back two plays.
Two plays.
Two whistle blow plays and just start. So we had a fast break and we ended up losing possession because the other team had the ball 2 whistles ago.
That's
It's
stupid.
a broken sport. And then especially if you look into the women's side of it, there's no comparison between the rule books and the way a girls' and a guy's game runs.
Have you ever considered that it might just be a skill issue?
I believe lacrosse was made in India.
No.
Oh, is it not?
Nope. Native Americans.
Oh.
Yep.
Well.
Now you see where you got it, yeah.
Well, I might have to cut that out. I was just told. I was told that it was originated from India.
No,
so.
it was Native American originated sport. So, but it's come a long way. It's kind of cool to see. It's a very like in history. Oh, Henry's got it. Henry's pulling it up for us.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
New York and areas of Canada.
Oh, that's pretty close to us.
Yep, the Iroquois.
Oh God.
I made a big mistake, didn't I?
It's okay.
Didn't the Iroquois like genocide a bunch of?
Yes.
Okay.
The answer is yes.
That's interesting.
No further.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm from New Hampshire.
He's from the New.
Oh,
Shire.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna be an argument.
I should have brought it.
Yeah, we do have that particular argument set up for the future. We could have you on. We could crowd the table
I will come back for the Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire showdown.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
It's not looking good for me.
No.
Nope. You don't have much going for you. You got cows,
Ben and Jerry's, and maple syrup.
Okay, but we do maple syrup pretty good in New Hampshire. I can't lie. And then what else? Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders and weed.
Beautiful.
Listen, it used to be a regular. Let's not
Vermont.
get into it.
Yeah. We'll save that for that episode.
Bring on.
Yeah, she's not going to advocate for Vermont.
Definitely
Maybe.
not.
No,
she hates it.
That's true. Nobody likes it.
Exactly.
Not even me. Anyways,
can we talk about your summer job?
Which one?
Your pool job.
Actually,
your pool job always piques my interest.
I'm gone now. I'm not coming back. Yep.
He still has the Instagram though.
I still do have the Instagram. Yes.
What are you gonna do with that?
Probably nothing. I don't really care that much about it. I'm still gonna show up, and because what I do, so I was always working there, but on the few days off, I go there and I'd actually swim because you can't swim during kids swim because I'm lifeguarding.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I join in on the like the tagging games. I'd win all the time. It was so awesome. They love the kids. They loved it too because the cool lifeguard was playing. But
the cool lifeguard.
Yeah, the cool lifeguard
with kids.
All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, as much as I would love to play the tagging games with their mothers,
digging himself a hole right now.
Hence the shirt.
This means MILF. MILF means man. I love fishing.
I love fishing.
Yeah. And
so much.
When
sometimes it says, works much better.
When it says
man, I love fishing sometimes.
Well, no. MILF is man, I love fishing, but I heart MILFs means
you love men who love fishing.
Yeah, it's like me and all the homies, we go fishing, and so I love fishing with the homies. What can I say?
Have you gone fishing, Mitch?
Yeah.
I actually haven't. That's
really
we've talked.
Yeah,
about
we
this.
have
talked about. Okay, so
there might be an issue here.
Why is it an issue?
No, there's no issue.
I
have offered time again that I would take him fishing.
It just hasn't been.
And there hasn't been a time and a place that worked.
I mean, it snowed today for one.
We just got 3 inches, 4 inches, give or take.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But for having nothing for about a month. So
3 to 4 inches is a tremendous amount.
Saturday is calling for 17, so
17.
Brace for impact.
Monstrosity.
This Saturday?
What? This Saturday?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We might be filming extra episodes.
We might.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's got AccuWeather coming up.
AccuWeather? What the?
That's a good question. Did you search that into the search bar?
Do you normally use AccuWeather?
I've never even heard of AccuWeather.
Me neither.
Is this a main thing?
No. At least I don't think so.
Saturday.
Ooh.
Chilly.
3 to 6. That's still a lot. That's still a huge amount.
6 inches. Oh my god.
I mean, 3 inches is a lot too.
3 inches is a lot, but 6? That's 2 times as much as 3.
I can't even imagine that.
You know what I'm realizing? We're terrible.
What do you
the
mean?
3 of us are we can never actually hold a conversation. We were just talking about fishing.
Oh,
and then
you go back to fishing. I forgot.
Back to fishing.
This is how usually the podcasts work.
Yeah.
What you don't see, what Ben edits out.
I think it's Henry's fault though.
Yeah.
Henry's looking stuff up and it's taking our attention. But anyways, I sold my bass boat. I'm literally gonna go and buy another one this summer so I can take.
How much is the bass boat? Is it what?
The one that I sold, I spent about $17,000 on. I sold that to buy my charger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the charger is on Facebook Marketplace.
What?
If anyone is looking for a
now we know why it came on the show.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna bleep all of that out.
None of that.
Okay.
No, was it the mileage or was it the hours?
On the car?
Yeah.
I just don't have a use. I pulled the truck out of winter storage.
Oh, okay.
That's literally one winter and that's it.
I'm gonna get another winter car.
It was fun
I
while
just
it
got
lasted.
tired of the Charger.
It was fun while it lasted.
Have I told you this? Since I've been 16, I've owned 17 vehicles.
17?
Bro thinks he's playing a GTA game.
First of all, I think I've had 2. I've had my Jeep Liberty, 2002 Jeep Liberty white with the roof lights. It's my love. I had to get rid of that car because a hole had rusted in the side of it, and we ended up selling it. And the guy who drove it home in the rain, and the passenger seat had flooded. And then I have the car that I have now, which I'm not going to say because I'm not going to dox myself.
Yeah.
I drive a white Power Stroke. Exactly. It's compensation, apparently, is what I've been told by Mitch. So, if anyone wants to buy that one too,
oh my God.
I'd settle for like $15,000.
So, you're 20, right?
Yeah.
So you've owned 17 vehicles in 4 years.
And 3 boats.
See, I'm doing a little bit of math here. That's 4 1/4 cars.
Bulk of them were high school. My sophomore year, I had bought and sold 6 of them, and then the second year,
Are you flipping him or something?
some of them I flipped. Some of them were go just have fun with type cars. Some of them, like a couple of them were work trucks. I had a landscape business.
Okay.
And a plowing company.
Did you crash any?
One of them.
Like totaled?
Yes.
Wow.
It was actually another Charger.
Really?
Another cop. Well, I had a minor fender bender, and then the next week, the car was, like, ridden with... I'll send you a picture of it. It was, like, ridden with electrical problems, and I had an electrical fire behind the dash.
That's always fun.
And the car...
While you were driving?
The car burnt... No. I started to smell smoke, but the thing burnt to the ground. I'll send you a picture. The thing burnt to the ground.
Wow.
Henry, can you pull that up?
Just look up burnt Charger.
Yeah.
It'll come up with, like, an iPhone charger that caught some grandma's house on fire.
Henry, pull up a picture of my please.
See, it's a phone charger. Do you think anybody on campus has had more cars than you in that short amount of time?
In the short amount of time, probably not.
Okay.
Dr. probably has had equally as many cars, but not in that time period.
I was going to say...
Man, he's... If by some odd chance he's watching this, that man, I, like, admire him so much. I think there's nothing that he hasn't done. You were in my early start.
No, I didn't do early start.
Who was in my early start? Was in my early start.
How do I know that?
That's what it was.
I have no idea.
We're going to have to bleep out his name.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad idea. But anyways, this guy, I swear there's nothing that he hasn't done.
Eva?
There's nothing.
Can you attest to that?
For Dr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He talked about how he was a pilot, he was in the Air Force, he's done crazy.
Pro surfer.
Everything.
He's a pro surfer?
His daughter, actually, he was, during early start, he was talking about his daughter developed for like a surfboard, the fin.
Mm-hmm.
She developed this, like, micro computer that, like, gets water data, like salinity, all sorts of other stuff, and it compiles it out of the little fin, and it wirelessly sends it.
That's incredibly cool. We need to interview this guy.
He's also lived all across the world.
He's done everything.
We definitely need to interview this guy.
You know,
we'll have to tone it down.
Also, reminds me, another guy who's done a lot. Surprisingly,
Yeah, I have him.
He was a major in the Army.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea, and then it just, like, kind of just comes up. I'm like, what? The dude's lived all over, you know, Eastern Europe. He's telling me the story about how, you know, his time living in Armenia. I'm like, what are you doing there?
Well, you know what I have to do.
What was that?
Ben will find it funny.
Oh my god, that is such a low.
What does your red button do?
The red button, this one right here?
Does it order a Coca-Cola?
Blows up.
Yeah, I'm scared of some of these buttons. We have a din and a din-din.
A double din?
Yeah.
Not din-din as in dinner, unfortunately. I was hoping that's what it was going to be.
Yeah, that's what our interns are for.
Is this a paid internship?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not even.
It's like, where's your funding coming from?
No.
Last time I checked, we're all college students.
Yeah.
So we do have a big production team. I'm surprised on how many people agreed to do this with us.
We got to draft up a contract. I will actually be an equipment manager.
Let's go.
Okay. Actually.
We'll have to write that down.
Yeah.
On a
were
napkin?
you just looking for your phone?
Can we write it on a napkin?
No, I was not.
Okay, I was going to say.
I usually bring pen and paper with me everywhere I go. That's just part of my personality.
I used to bring a little thing of maple syrup everywhere I went.
That's ridiculously stupid, and I would have bullied you in high school.
I vouch for that, because he just made himself sound like he's Buddy the Elf. Carrying maple syrup around.
Let me put it to you this way, all right? One time, I was at lunch, and I was eating myself a Rice Krispie treat, right? And this guy, he was a moron, all right? All the problems our class had came from this one guy in middle school. It was insane. Anyways, he's like, I'll trade you this maple syrup, because it was brunch day. I'll trade you this maple syrup for that Rice Krispie treat. And I'm like, I just pull it out of my pocket. I'm like, come on, dude. You think I'm going to use the school syrup? He's like, what? Why do you have that? I'm like,
was it like a keychain?
no, it's just a little bottle.
Why?
It's called Northern Delight.
So I had a kid in my high school.
I've got a picture of it on my phone.
Well, it actually wasn't high school; it was middle school at the time. He used to carry a mini bottle of sriracha wherever he went, and it was a keychain, but also
I think it might be on my Instagram.
it functioned as a
No, it's not.
as a bottle. So I just didn't know if it was something.
No, it's not a keychain. It was an actual thing.
So
It's about
why would you bring that around with you? That like
In case I ever
what's the
needed it.
tactical advantage?
In case I ever needed it, I'd like.
Spaghetti.
It's like when I actually okay. Last weekend. Wait a minute. No.
Have you ever seen Elf?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. Last weekend, I pulled up to brunch with my own maple syrup from Springfield, Vermont.
Funny part is nobody knows where that is.
Actually,
where?
That Springfield,
Vermont. Have you ever heard of that place?
No.
Springfield,
Exactly.
Vermont is where the Simpsons movie was first aired. And there's a giant statue of Homer Simpson's hand holding a donut.
Field trip? I'm down.
Field trip.
I'm so down.
Actually, Springfield borders Maine.
Springfield, Vermont.
No, Springfield, the Simpsons movie, Springfield.
Okay. That's true, actually.
Yeah,
So
have
did
you
they
seen
just
the movie?
Did the Simpsons just erase New Hampshire from the face of the planet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So what?
something Maine and Kentucky.
Actually, there was a video discovering where it's from. It's actually supposed to be in Springfield, Oregon, where the guy who made the show grew up. You can tell by the radio.
Yeah, the radio.
lettering.
It's K. It's instead of like W.
W.
W is the East Coast, and K is the West Coast.
Yeah. But anyways, what they ended up doing a raffle when they're going to show the movie, and Springfield, Vermont won.
Henry, can you pull up the 4 states that border Springfield? Because Maine is definitely one of them. I just can't remember the other 2.
I thought it was a 5-state.
No, it was
Pretty
4
sure there's
states.
I'm pretty sure there's 5. I remember it.
No,
In the
it's
Sideshow-
definitely
in the
4.
Sideshow Bob episode. He tries to shoot Bart from one state through another to another.
There are 4 states: Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky. What did I tell you? Ned Flanders tells Bart that the states that border Springfield is Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky.
Does that make any sense? I mean, I know it's a show, but
That's the point. Is
What the
they were
heck?
trying to make it so nobody knew where.
Oh my
the,
god, is that like Texas?
that's Texas, yeah.
Springfield is Texas. But it's
Springfield?
like
I don't think
multiple
it's
Texases inside of one Texas.
Or is all of Texas?
West Springfield,
They're East
What is
Springfield.
that map? Click on that map. Bottom right.
bottom right.
Okay.
This image is putting me to sleep.
Is it saying the town?
That's West
Are the
Springfield.
states towns that border Springfield?
Yes.
Or are there actual towns that border Springfield?
I'm pretty sure that it's the 4 states that border Springfield. That's at least the joke in the movie.
It says states. Like
So
those
is
are-
Springfield a state?
No.
No.
Or it's
Springfield.
just a town?
It's just a town.
It's its own entity surrounded by states.
Yes.
Supposedly, I guess.
Actually, so is
You
it
know
like
what
an
I'm saying?
autonomous zone? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Where
like,
is that
it's like
autonomous zone? Way out west.
Chaz?
I think that's what it's called. But
Yeah,
where they all live in campers in the middle of nowhere.
Oh no. Yeah, it's like technically its own country. It's
Yeah.
in Nevada, I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
They have like a skate park. It's crazy. They have everything.
Yeah. It's. Yes, I know what you're talking about. They have their own currency, and it's chocolate.
I did not know that part.
Yeah,
that's
there's
crazy.
something else as well, other than chocolates. And
Chocolate seems like a really bad form of currency. Wouldn't it melt?
I was-
Especially Nevada.
First of all, I wouldn't think about melting. I would think about
Spoiling.
it being consumed.
Well,
No.
chocolate. Apart from milk chocolate, it doesn't go bad. Dark chocolate has a shelf life
Really?
of like 8 years. Yeah, you
Oh,
can leave
wow.
it unopened, unwrapped for 8
Chocolate
years.
expires?
No, that's what I'm saying. It does. Well, milk chocolate does because it has milk product.
And my parents always
Look it up.
were giving me
When does dark
all
chocolate?
this.
How long does dark chocolate?
My family was
Stay
always
good.
giving me all this crap because
So
I would have a bunch of chocolate left over from Halloween and I'd like forget about it and it'd just be sitting there for like a year, like, oh, that's
2 years.
disgusting.
Okay.
So I just first off, we have to address Henry like he's a Alexa. So we have to say his name first,
Henry.
and then say the command. That's how it's gonna work. So
Henry, sit. See, you listen to me.
wow.
Anyways, Beyden, have you seen Dune.
Dune Part 2.
I have not yet. And I watched the first one a while ago, like a hot minute ago. The year it came out. When was that? 18?
2021.
21?
21 was when
not
the
18.
well.
God.
So the original one came out in 1984, I believe. Shut up. No.
21. Okay.
December 14th,
I'm sorry, Henry,
1984.
did we tell you to look that up?
Henry, can you please look up when Dune came out? I didn't need him to look it up because I
It's
already
right
knew.
there.
Dune came out originally in 1984. It was directed by David Lynch. It was a bust. They just came out with Dune Part 2 in 24, and there's going to be spoilers.
Dude.
I'm up for it. I haven't seen it.
Zendaya is finally happening.
Oh, that's right!
Me and my friends, we've been waiting, and the Spider-Man movie came out. We're like,
Oh.
oh my god, it's gonna happen. It
We were
finally
just talking
happens.
about this
Speaking
too.
of, did you guys see that other movie that's supposed to come out with Zendaya in a
Yes.
like a throuple?
Yes.
A throuple?
It's
Kyle.
Can you, Henry?
Kyle, we might have
Look
to
up Henry. Look up Zendaya.
Okay. No.
Or just look up Zendaya.
Serious, though.
It's it'll probably come up, honestly.
Here we go, right there. First
Challengers, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
This,
You know, we need to like do an updated version of the movies.
we literally just filmed that.
When this thing comes out,
Oh, okay.
obviously. We'd have to, we do it for research purposes, not because we're interested in the movie at all. Like,
But you don't want to watch a tennis movie?
well, only for research purposes, of course.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a movie review segment whenever we have a movie that we genuinely want to talk about. Dune Part 2 is one of them.
Dune Part 2 is one of them. All right, what are we looking for again?
We were just looking for the what? You can't.
We're looking for
Well, it hasn't come out yet. When does it come out? April?
24 at some point. Yeah, April 26th.
I don't think we'll have free movie night for then. We're gonna have to watch it.
I
on
don't
our
think
own.
we're gonna have free movie night with this movie.
No.
I guarantee.
What?
I bet
No.
they'll shut it down. They'll say nope.
Are you sure?
I bet they will not show
Why?
it. Actually, no. What was that movie I watched? For free movie night.
I don't
what was it?
know.
Napoleon. I
That was
watched
so
Napoleon.
good. Oh my god,
it was not good.
It was awesome and it was hilarious.
Terrible. The entirety. The movie was so bad. I don't feel bad spoiling it for anybody on this.
It was good.
On this entire planet, but it was literally Napoleon, like the little one.
He was
having
average
sex.
height for his.
The entire, like the whole movie, 50% of the movie was just Napoleon going to town.
First of all,
What's the
what
issue?
other Napoleon do you know?
Napoleon
Dynamite.
Oh. Well,
It's moron. The movie guy doesn't know Napoleon.
I do know
Dynamite.
Napoleon
Doesn't
Dynamite.
sound like you do.
Gosh.
I killed like 50 of them. God. Jeez. You're not my dad, Rick. What's his name, Rick?
Uncle Rico.
Rico, yeah.
Wow.
You guys are even now.
Wow.
I knew that.
See,
was a little...
At the time of this recording, the movie episode hasn't aired yet. But you will see how many movies he has not seen in his life. It is
This
atrocious.
guy literally catalogs the movies he watches. Like, how am I supposed to compete?
Name a few. List a couple that he hasn't seen.
Well, for one, I don't know. You probably The Godfather.
I've seen The Godfather, yeah.
See,
It's
like
on
he
my
hasn't
list
seen
of
that.
things to watch.
Have you seen The Shawshank Redemption?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's another one that he hasn't seen. Any of the Christopher Nolan movies, except for Oppenheimer. That's the only one. Like Inception,
Still
Interstellar.
doesn't count for any.
He's
Like,
listen. He's.
have you seen The
off-
Dark Knights?
You're listing off all these niche movies that no one's.
They're
ever
not
heard
even
about.
niche though. They're
Those
mainstream.
Yeah, those are like the
They're only mainstream if I've seen them.
Oh, also the only Spider-Man movies he's consumed is the Tom Holland ones. Not Andrew Garfield.
Hold on.
Not Tobey Maguire.
Let me-
Not even Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse.
Let me defend myself. Zendaya.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
I'm glad we're back to Zendaya because for the 2024 season, Tom Holland is going to be punching air. She's got a She's going to be in a throuple in another movie. What else?
I don't know.
She's doing
Is she?
non-Zendaya.
Oh, she's in Euphoria,
I was
right?
going to say, is she in
too,
Euphoria?
yes.
Yeah,
So,
I hear that's pretty
Tom
nasty.
Holland is punching air right now.
Has anyone seen Euphoria in this room? We might have to do our research.
Really? You haven't seen it?
No, I think Lily's watched it. Why isn't she here?
Really?
Because you fired her.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I rehired her. Did I fire her at the end of that episode?
I think we did.
She was rehired at some point, probably.
And while we're talking about this, Henry, put on the trailer so we can find the scene.
That's crazy. They put it in the trailer, like teaser to it, or what?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I mean, how else are you supposed to gain?
I mean,
That's true, but
look
still.
at this. She's. Oh. Come on.
Oh, this is the throuple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we've been
Why
talking about
isn't
this
the
whole
audio
time.
on?
Okay.
Do you have it muted?
Does it have volume through the
No,
TV?
it's probably playing through his.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
No.
They're brothers too.
Like in real life or
Yeah.
in the movie?
Well,
Yeah, this is based on real life.
In the movie, it's yeah.
Hey, come hang out with us later.
What?
Come tuck you in?
Oh, she also breaks her ankle in this movie.
Yeah.
So if you don't like,
How often does this
gore
happen?
and stuff.
Let's skip ahead.
Not as often as you think. We usually have different types.
So you're saying I should be flattered?
Aren't you everybody's type?
So
Which one?
they had a and they're brothers?
See?
Yeah.
We don't need to play anything else.
Look at her face in that. She knows well what she's doing.
Not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
It's nice to see you lit up about something, even if it's my girlfriend.
Ow.
I'm sorry. I can't get over the fact that they're brothers and they're doing this thing.
I think maybe disturbed by the fact that she could have been into someone like me. When we were teenagers. When we were teenagers. Hey, I love you.
I know.
She pulled the Han Solo.
Is she actually breaking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Han Solo?
A relationship.
What are you referring to? He
and-
just said I love you, and she said I know.
Oh.
That's what I was
wasn't-
referring to.
I wasn't paying
You're the
attention.
Star Wars nerd on this podcast.
I wasn't listening.
I assume
I thought you were talking about because he broke his leg or something on set in the episode 7.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
one of the reasons why he quit.
What do you mean he quit? He quit? Is that why they killed him off? I thought he wanted to be killed off,
Yeah,
but not because he broke his leg, right?
he didn't. I don't think he liked Star Wars.
No, he. The only reason he did it is because George Lucas was his friend.
I don't. Why does he hate it so much? Star Wars
He,
is so cool.
I think he's always just been a very like realism-oriented actor. Like,
Blade Runner.
well, Blade Runner is kind of an exception, but like for the most part, you think of like your Indiana Jones type movies,
I love Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
where it's like
I started rewatching them because I want to watch the new one. So just letting you know
the new
that.
one's very good. I won't spoil it for you, but it's very good.
Don't listen to him.
Oh,
It's-
you also don't. You don't like the second one and do like the fourth one. So you're backwards.
I think it's very good.
No, I just.
Actually,
it's my least favorite out of the 4.
we watched it with
What the?
Indiana Jones.
Okay, we might have.
We did.
We also watched Frozen 2 with roommate.
We
You
forced to watch a lot of movies.
Why?
That's
That's
where I
kind
moved
of
out.
Oh, because you're roommates with him.
Yeah.
When
I
I'm
forgot
when
about
I'm
that.
with the captain, because I watch movies with Lily while in the room, and whatever he's doing, he tends to stop what he's doing and watch the movie with us just secretly. It's kind of funny. He's watched
You get it?
he's watched some very
It's
like
kinda breaking.
niche movies with me because I'm just watching a random movie and he gets
Sucked
into
way
it,
too
yeah.
into it.
Enthralled.
enthralled.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein, he saw that for the first time with me. See?
idea.
Are you serious?
See
I
what I
don't know
mean?
what that is.
See what I mean? Niche movies.
You know who Mel Brooks is, right? Spaceballs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's an earlier movie. You would probably have you seen Spaceballs?
No, I've almost watched it though.
I think you would like
to.
it. I think you would like it. We could.
We need to go faster than light speed. We need to go ludicrous speed.
Mhm.
That's all I know.
I can't think of any of them.
At me.
Who?
I think she's on very thin ice.
Oh,
You can't-
laughing
you can't
laughing
get-
is not allowed
You
on
can't
this
get
set.
fired
We
already.
don't laugh here.
I was already fired.
We are oh yeah.
We
You're
rehired
double
you out of the
fired.
good graces of our hearts.
We rehire you, now we fire you again. We are very serious people.
We got to go back to Dune 2. We need to
We
talk
gotta-
about
okay,
that.
yeah.
yes,
talk about
yes,
Dune.
yes.
Even
Okay.
though none here hasn't seen it.
I probably won't see it until it's on some free platform, so tell me as much as you feel like.
Okay. So,
First of all, how did you like it?
oh my god, I loved it. It was awesome.
I also agree with that. The opening scene.
What was it? Gaib? Yishma Gaib?
No. Listen, Gaib.
That's what I said.
No.
Yishma Gaib.
No.
Gaib.
Lisan.
Lisa.
Al.
Yeah, Gaib.
Gaib.
That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said
That's
at all.
exactly
Is that
what
what
I
he said? See?
Shut
He
up.
said you
Henry,
said
don't
that you said
take
the
his
desert
side.
rat.
No,
you said the
that's
desert rat. The desert mouse. Sorry.
Maldiv? No.
Maldive. No.
No.
Maldive. Maldive.
Muad'Dib.
Muad'Dib.
Muad'Dib. There we go.
Muad'Dib.
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 Where are you getting this right from? It's Muad'Dib.
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 All right, that's the one thing I can't pronounce. Sorry. Muad'Dib.
Muad'Dib.
Anyways, the opening scene where the Harkonnens are trying to find Paul and Lady Jessica, and they start floating because they know the sandworm is coming.
Mhm.
I got chills. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
I knew they were going into an ambush because
Did you get chills or did you have the cooling seat on at the movie theater?
there's a wait, hold on.
I accidentally had
They're
the cooling
heated
seat
and
on.
cooled.
I
I thought
realized,
this just went off.
No, the
No.
blue is cooled.
Really?
Yeah.
I realized I had the cooling seat on, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm like, God, why is it so cold? I thought I put it
Yeah.
on warm, and I look and it was on. Cold.
I thought that was
So
just
then
off. I
No.
never realized.
No. Because
Interesting.
when you first sit down, they're not lit up at all.
Interesting.
Yep.
I
Can
didn't
I
know
be the
this.
first to say that you are stupid?
Listen, I was more interested in the film that I was going to see than the seats that I was sitting in.
Well, I deciphered the seating mechanics before the movie even started. Believe it or not.
Well, I did not have that luxury of time.
Or brain cells.
Listen, I should have put the heating seat on because it would have been like a 4D experience. I would have been, because I was very desperate
In
for
the
water.
desert.
Yeah,
Anyways, I think
I had apple juice.
the how do I say this? The scenery, I guess, of the film. I thought that was very well done. I think everything.
Sand?
The sand,
Sand,
especially
sand,
or
sand.
some rocks.
No, listen. The way that it was shot, especially at nighttime when it was the red sun, that was really cool to see. I thought it looked very nice. Did it not? Did it not? And the black sun, that was sick.
That was pretty.
That was the best scene in the movie. The black sun.
It was pretty cool. I'll give you that.
What do you think? Black sun? Black sun? Best part of the movie, but hands down.
It's just the black sun is like I'm watching a black and white movie. I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's cool.
It was
The
not.
fireworks are
Do you know
cool.
how it was filmed?
Yeah, you told me it was in like ultraviolet.
Infrared, actually.
Infrared light.
Infrared light.
See what I mean? He's a nerd.
No, see, you didn't see this. Basically,
Is there a picture of it? Can you
you're gonna
there's a
laugh
snippet of
probably.
it?
And we
Because I need to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, too.
So essentially,
That's definitely not it.
No, that's it.
this is 100%.
So,
Is it actually? Okay.
the thing with the black sun is that it sucks out all the
See,
color.
so go down to where you can see his skin, right? His skin color,
There
like
we go.
not in the black sun.
Oh, I
so
see
that's
what you mean.
So that's what he normally looks like, and then when he goes out into the black sun, basically it's a black sun, so it sucks out all of the color
Yeah.
from everything. So there's this really cool scene where he's or someone else is walking into the arena, and it goes from the normal like flesh color of their skin, and it transitions into that black and white.
So how long was the Black Sun around? Like how long was
probably
it black and white?
15 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
It was a fight scene though. It was pretty
dope.
It was pretty sick.
It's a
What's he
Coliseum
got in his hands on the left side there? What's he fighting with?
He's got a dagger type deal.
Yeah,
looks like a machete kind of.
It's something else. It starts with a B. I can't remember what its origin. Like
a blade?
It's really no, not a blade. It's like I don't know the exact name of the weapon. Would you not say that is a blade? It is a type of blade, but blades have like different names. Like a Bowie knife and a steak knife are two different cuts of knife.
Two cuts of knife.
Yeah.
Cuts of knife.
Well, no, it's just different styles.
I had an excellent steak tonight.
Really?
At Texas Roadhouse, yes.
Now, I do... we're going to get back to Dune for a minute. Texas Roadhouse last year, I went and I had a burger. And I took a bite out of this burger, and I'm looking at this burger, and the way that they construct it is bottom bun, lettuce, and then the rest of the burger.
Yep.
And
it's an odd...
That's
an odd formation. Burger.
Yeah, but, whatever. I take a bite, and I'm looking at this lettuce, and I'm like, this is not lettuce. I don't know what this is. So I start pulling it out, because I thought it was the white part of the lettuce, and I'm like, I don't want to eat,
That's, my favorite part.
I like the green part of lettuce. Anyways, I pull this thing out, and it's starting to look less and less like lettuce, and more and more... Shut the up. It starts to look more and more like something square and just white. It looks like a piece of paper. So I'm like, what is this? I pull it out, and it is a wet nap that they give out to people when you have buffalo wings.
Was it open?
Yes, it was open and unfolded. It was frayed out like lettuce. It was laid down. So you can't just drop a wet nap on a burger. You're gonna notice.
Did you say anything?
Yes, we did. And you know what we got? We got $10 off a $12 burger.
Only 10.
I wasn't the one who was paying. I would have said,
you made your girlfriend pay.
Yes.
That's a whole other can of worms right there.
Listen.
I think I know why you found this in your burger.
I think that it is...
You don't pull out the equality card here.
You gave her your card and she paid with it?
No, she gave me her card and I paid for it.
This doesn't help your case. Your argument basically.
Oh wait! I get it.
It's her money.
So her money is her money, but your money is her money.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's taking her money. So how does that?
Why did I take her money? No. Can I not get treated? Can I not get treated at Texas Roadhouse every once in a while?
Well, no, because
by any stretch of the imagination.
All right. First of all, I think I pay for a lot more meals than she does. I think we pay for equal amount.
Yeah, equality.
Would you say like a even 50-50 split?
As much as we can.
Would you?
We don't keep track.
Okay. You shouldn't have to.
Well, it's basically I'll pay for this one, you pay for the next one type of thing.
So is chivalry dead?
I have to open doors for her.
Well, yeah, you have to. Have to.
Is this if you don't
open the door?
If you don't, she'll hold you at gunpoint or what?
No, she can't. Her ACL has been torn. She can't open the doors because she's on crutches.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's actually kind of funny.
So that's not chivalry. That's
I was doing it before.
That's forced labor, actually. That's forced labor.
On my part,
he has to because
that's what I'm saying.
It has to because if he doesn't,
I don't complain about it though, for the most part. Sorry about the Texas Roadhouse rant. I have gone back. We've tried doing the...
Do you tip? Is that why you got stuff in your burger?
Let him talk about Dune.
You tip afterwards.
After, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, if you show up multiple times.
That was the first time. It was in Augusta. Was it in... I can't remember.
Reputation precedes him.
Probably Augusta.
I don't know if it was in Augusta or if it was in Bangor. Because... complications. Anyways.
What?
What's so complicated about it?
No.
I mean, I can't really... I mean, are you banned? Because, I've been banned from, an Ace Hardware store before, but...
I am banned from my home Walmart, but I
Well,
still go
explain
frequently.
these. I have not been banned. I have not been banned from any stores. Please tell me your stories.
About getting banned from Walmart?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically, me and a couple of my buddies went in. We've got those, those drift carts, the one with like the rubber wheel in the middle and then the caster wheels on the corners. They kind of just like, literally just go where you point them.
Yes.
So
okay.
we went in with a bunch of those. When they came out with the XL ones, the adult size ones, because we're way too big to fit on the child size ones. I have two of my closest friends back home. Their names are I'll have to send them this, but they're both 6'3" and 6'4" respectively. We call them the but we went around Walmart with these XL adult size drift carts, and they chased us out. This old lady that worked there at the door, she chased us the whole way through. Long story short, we were in a high speed pursuit in Walmart for 20 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That's such a
Eventually, they kicked us out, and then I threw all the drift carts in the bed of my truck, and the lady just kept yelling and yelling and yelling. So what did I do? Me, with the big compensation diesel pickup that I have, did a massive burnout in the parking lot, and then left.
These people are getting paid wages, and you're just a prick.
Okay, well, to be fair, it was a harmless act that we did, taking these carts through Walmart.
Disrupting business.
How is it just... I live in the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire.
I wouldn't
There
say that.
At any given point, there's maybe 30 people shopping in
I
Walmart.
know where you live.
I know you know where I live.
I don't.
But anyways, where'd you get kicked out of?
Yeah. Ace Hardware?
Ace Hardware.
How do you
Why?
even manage, though? That's a weird one.
It's just I can't go back there.
That, like...
All right.
Does someone's daughter work there?
No.
Did someone
No.
at the pool, like,
No.
their parents?
What?
I don't know.
No, everyone loves me at the pool.
Then why are you leaving?
Oh, because they pay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's why.
Isn't Vermont's minimum wage pretty high, like, relatively speaking?
I know,
They keep changing it. It's like $13.70 something.
Which isn't terrible. New Hampshire's federal, if you didn't know.
Yes.
It's 7.25. It's terrible.
I mean, I get paid above minimum wage.
Henry, what?
I mean, to be fair, like I was being paid.
That's a very random number. 1367.
What is
It was
Maine's?
only
1370.
1410.
It got moved up?
They upped it in January. Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
14.15.
15. Oh, my paycheck only says 1410. What's next on the agenda?
Dune. We
So where were we at?
Summarize. We were with Black. No, we got over that. We finished
it's
that.
in the movie.
Oh yeah, Zendaya.
It's in Dune.
Zendaya and Paul, or is it
Paul.
Usul?
Paul, Muad'Dib, Usul, Atreides. Lisa Al-Gaid.
No
Yep.
hablo español.
I think, is that Arabic?
I think it's
It's like,
it's based off of Arabic. I
okay.
believe.
Okay. He's basically the Messiah for the Fremen, which is the Sand People.
Okay.
Like from Star Wars.
Yeah. Speaking of, Dune is basically just like a Star Wars ripoff.
I wouldn't say it's a ripoff. It all takes place on one planet so far. I mean, it is a desert planet.
3 planets.
Oh.
No, 4 planets. 4 planets. 4 planets. Thank you, Henry. Star Wars is a Dune ripoff.
No, it's not though.
It is. It is.
No, it's not because there's no fiefdoms. It's a feudal. It's more of a.
We can
feudalist
get into this
empire.
argument afterwards.
See, it's more of a feudalist empire in Dune, but in Star Wars, it is like a Roman type empire where they control everything. The Emperor has very weak control in Dune.
But what parts did you like? What parts did you not like?
Yeah, I like the fight scene when they pull out the worms and they attack with the worms as like a cavalry type unit. Very heavy cavalry.
At the end.
That was really awesome.
That was cool. And that worm scene when Paul rides the worm for the first time.
The grandfather worm.
That was really cool. My heart was
Henry,
pounding for that scene.
Look up what they call the sandworms in Dune.
They call them sandworms.
No, because there's they have a word for them. It starts with an SH. Shul. Yeah, Shai Halud.
Shai Halud.
The Shai Halud.
The Fremen also refer to the sandworms as makers.
As what?
makers.
What I really loved was the attention to detail to this sort of feudalist like system. The world building is very well.
So
is very well done.
the book actually was deemed unfilmable because there's just so much content in the book. But they really did a good job making it mainstream. Like it was very easy to understand, I thought.
And anyone who doesn't understand it very easily, I'm not going to say it. They have an issue.
Did you not understand it?
No, I understand.
Okay.
I don't know. I explained the whole thing as we were going along.
Oh,
Just in
okay.
case.
All right. See, Lily would say something to me, and I would just like look over at her and then look back at the.
I thought you said you didn't understand it at first.
The first
That's
one.
why I was saying.
Okay,
this.
so the first one I didn't understand the first time I saw it, and that was because I was not really paying attention to the entire movie. So if you miss like
It's
5 minutes of a part of it, then you miss like the whole thing.
No.
Yes.
I was watching the first one in fragments over the summer of 22, I believe. And through the fragments, and I was watching it while I was on vacation, so there's plenty of distractions going on around me. I understood the whole thing.
Yeah, but while you were watching the movie, you were paying attention to the movie. There's
plenty of distractions going on around me.
Yeah, but if you miss,
you're just coming up with excuses. Whether or not you're actually distracted, I don't know.
I was paying attention for the entirety of this one, and I thought it was very good. I thought it was better than the first one. What about you?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is though, is that the first movie of a trilogy, except for if it's like Star Wars, which the first one was supposed to be a standalone, but the first movie's got to be the setup for everything, and the second one is where you really get going, and then the third one is when you finally get the whole thing wrapped up.
I think this is kind of unconventional because it was supposed to be originally 2 parts, part 1 and part 2.
Really?
In a trilogy, well, yes, that's why they literally and the first Dune, it says Dune Part 1. They just didn't name it that because no one was going to go see one part of a movie. They're doing the same with they do that a lot if it's the first one.
Well, like The Hangover.
Yeah, but the difference between that,
It's a comedy.
Can we talk about The Hangover in a minute?
He's probably.
I think it's one of the. Please tell me you've seen The Hangover.
No,
I've seen the first half,
Honestly, one of the
first
greatest
half.
movies.
and then I saw the second half a while ago.
Listen, the way that people usually set up a trilogy, each movie has to be its own standalone movie. Like they both have to have a story arc through the entire thing. And the thing with Dune is that
it was very much a first part.
Yeah, and it was not marketed that way. So I feel that really, like, if it was marketed as the first part of something epic, not a lot of people would have gone to see it. I don't think.
No, I think a lot of people would, because Dune is in the sci-fi world. Dune is massive.
Yeah, but
Dune is like at the same, well, not the same level, but similar levels as Star Wars.
Well, I would say
I think
in the sci-fi world, yes, I would think Dune was put higher in the sci-fi.
Higher,
But like
because,
as far as actual movie like lore goes, Star Wars is like.
Yeah, I think Star Wars is definitely more mainstream than Dune.
It's because it started out as a movie.
Well, it's
so
nostalgic. You know what I mean? Our parents grew up watching it and kind of instilled it into us.
But the difference here is that this isn't very mainstream. I mean, the one time it was tried to put into a movie in the 80s, it flopped because no one wanted to go see it because no one really gave a shit about Dune. But I think they did a pretty good job having these kind of...
I want to ride a sandworm.
Kind of nerdy and foreign concepts to somebody who doesn't really consume this type of media. It was easy.
If you read the book, you are probably a nerd. If you watch this movie, it's cool. Honestly, I would consider reading the book.
I'm reading
Although
the book.
the book is very huge, and I'm already reading a huge book.
It's not that big.
I looked at it. It's like your copy is like this thick. I'd
Yeah,
say
but
that's pretty big.
The copy that I have has multiple indexes at the back.
Really?
You there are some parts that you don't have to, but you can refer to the indexes. Because it explains deeper
Actually,
same thing with if you get like Lord of the Rings books, they don't have an index, but
You know, that's
they
right,
have-
because Dante's Inferno, they've got a couple pages of index after each chapter.
Well, no, this is at the end of the book, and it's probably a good 150, 200 pages
Well, I mean,
of index.
if you did the same thing with the Inferno, it'd end up being the same, probably.
Probably, I guess.
This idiot. Have you ever played Halo ODST?
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand it then. The audio logs are...
Halo is some of the most overrated games I think ever created.
Holy...
And I stand by that. I stand
Wow.
by that.
Wow, okay. Have you played the Master Chief
I've played
Collection?
all of them.
Wow.
All of the post, like, 2004.
I've played as much Halo 4 as this guy has played with me. That... Okay!
What? What? That is absolutely outrageous. I don't even know what that means.
No, the one time that we played Halo together, that's all that I played.
And what'd you think, though? Like, honestly.
Oh, I played the game with you.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Oh
As
my
much as
god.
He'd only played as much as he played
There
with
was
you.
a
Yes.
lot
No,
of-
that made sense in my head.
That's what. Is that what you thought when I first said it?
Yeah.
I was so confused when you first said that. Anyways,
Oh.
I've played 1, 2, 3, 4 ODST and only the campaign and Infinite. But with 1, 2, and 3 and ODST, amazing storyline. It was awesome. 4, it got. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Mm.
All right, the storyline. You know, they finished the grand story, and then like the 4th one just kind of felt like the sequels of Star Wars, where they're trying to pull on what was so good in the last, with the rest of the story, and they didn't make anything new. They just kind of recycled. I mean, there's some stuff that was new, but the concept was the same, and it was like, it doesn't make any sense anymore. But your opinion is still false, wrong.
I don't think I've played it enough to really, make it.
How's it
Just
rated?
like any time that I have played it was big. Like when I was in like elementary into middle school, I had a buddy that was like huge into it. That would have been 2.
So he's a cool kid.
He was musty.
I'm not sure what that means.
He smelled like a crusty white dog.
Oh,
Like you.
do I? I can't smell.
Eva can attest.
Eva,
Eva, do I smell like a, what was it?
A musty dog. is
musty,
that-
crusty white dog.
Do I smell like, why a white dog?
Because every time I picture it, if someone's got like an ankle biter, you know what I mean? It's always like that little tiny white dog that like never gets a bath.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? Eva? Okay. So
Henry, do I smell?
A little bit.
You lying sack. I don't
You
smell.
have stinky feet.
Whoa!
Oh.
That's coming from a guy that takes off his shoes often too. They're not.
Mitch, I'm serious.
They're out in the public.
Mitch,
Whoa.
he's got no shoes
Just
on right now,
kidding.
but he will walk around.
Whoa, I've got shoes on. See? I got the quick draw action.
Okay.
Did you smell
On
them?
a
though?
real note, though,
Did they smell
I'll
bad?
catch
They're just
him.
in your face.
I'll catch him in the dining hall at 8:30 in the morning, often wearing slides with no socks
In February?
in February.
Yeah, because, listen.
The place where people eat their breakfast.
When I wake up, all right, I'm not going to spend all this time, like, putting on socks. I don't have that many socks, believe it or not. I put holes through them a lot. And so, unlike the captain, the private, I do not wear my socks until there's nothing left. You
That
know
is
what I mean?
true. That is true.
Okay, when there's big holes in them, I throw them away.
We did make fun of him yesterday for that exact reason.
But the issue is I don't buy new ones, so I sometimes have to, I'm not going to waste a pair of socks going to breakfast.
How is that
you know?
wasting it though? If you're gonna wear it throughout the day, anyways.
Well, wear and tear. It's like putting mileage on your car. I'm not going to put that sort of mileage on just for breakfast.
Anyways, back to Dune
Again.
again. When he drinks the
sherm.
water of life,
The water of life.
the sherm, he becomes unlikable. I think this is the last
Really?
point. I think that.
him.
when he was like, because before
It was his Anakin phase.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. He was a very likable character, and
You turned her against me.
I just think that he just became, a real mean person when because he started like referring to himself as, the
Lisan al-Gaib.
the Lisan al-Gaib.
Just as it was written.
I mean,
That's what they do in the movie.
yeah, I know.
Just so people know I'm not just like being a...
But like before that, he kind of denies the fact that he's the Messiah, and then
Well, he
when
doesn't want
drinks-
to take up that sort of mantle.
He doesn't have to be a.
Listen,
And he goes.
He is-
He walks up to the.
when
to
I
the-
see him, I
No.
think he's a...
When-
He looks like a... Go on.
When he walks up to Zendaya and he's like, "I will always love you," and then turns around and offers his hand in marriage to.
That's a power play, though.
Still.
That he's telling... Listen, I'm marrying this woman, but she's a... I really love you. And so it's like, he's got to do this, to...
But
If he doesn't, they're all going to get slaughtered because, there's going to be a power vacuum.
But wasn't that the whole reason why him and Frederafa fight at the end was to see who takes up the...
At that point in time, he can't leave the Emperor alive. The Emperor will come back and slaughter him.
But the whole point of fighting Federafa is because it's in place of he challenged the Emperor, and then the Emperor chose Federafa to fight on his behalf.
Yeah, what's your question here?
So why does he end up fighting him if he's just gonna there's a whole reason of marrying his daughter is to make it so that the Emperor lives, right? So the whole point of fighting Federafa, they're like he doesn't have to marry her anymore because the fight basically because it was a
Well, he has
He
to
was
secure
trying to-
lineage, and it would help cement his power and legitimize it more if he has the hand of the daughter of the previous emperor. It's like, think of it like
I suppose,
a royal wedding.
but he's gonna have to fight all the other houses in the next one.
Yeah, well, it's because it didn't work. It was a gamble he was going to take, but it didn't work. So
So he doesn't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, whether or not they'll probably still put it in because it creates more tension. It's more a love triangle technically now.
Well, it's actually not a love triangle; it's a love angle, because Zendaya and Florence Pugh aren't in love.
This guy's whipping out geometry on me right now. Well, actually, would it be an obtuse angle or an acute angle? Or maybe a right angle.
That would no.
You would think obtuse.
I think that'd be a right triangle.
I would think right triangle.
I envisioned it as a right triangle, but obtuse does make more sense because Zendaya does not want to get close to the Emperor's daughter.
Why is this guy being so obtuse right now?
It's not cute.
Well, maybe
No,
she's
it's not
trying
a
to get
cute
close enough
angle.
to...
I know it happens in the book, but I'm a little upset that we didn't get to see more of Federafa. I liked the character.
He's like a Nero type of guy.
Also, I want to address this. Why does he go in for seconds when his uncle kisses him?
I really need to watch the movie to understand what the is going on.
When I saw that, I looked over at you and I'm like, what the heck?
I looked over at Lily
And then I
was
looked
like, "That's
back
his
and he's
uncle."
going in for a second and I'm like, what the
It
heck
was so
is that?
aggressive too. It was like the first one. You're like, all
Yeah,
right,
look
I
up the
guess.
kissing scene.
Yeah, Henry, can you look up Dune Austin Butler kissing uncle?
Oh, there we go. That's a picture. It's as close as we'll get.
Yeah, that's
I get the gist.
I feel like
honestly. Also, I was a little disappointed in Batista. Like, I know that was his whole the whole character was Drax.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do know. Okay, never mind.
So I was a little bit in the first one he was a bad. He was cool.
He was.
And then this one he runs away.
Oh my god. And his death was so quick.
Yeah.
He brings out the whip, misses, dead.
Yeah, there were things that I definitely liked. This was a lot better than the first one. The first one I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Did we?
This one 5 out of 5.
I was just gonna ask what your rating would be.
Yes.
Did
Okay.
Did we see him fight anyone in the first movie?
Who?
Batista.
Yeah.
Who did he fight again?
I mean, he fought.
The guy that killed him, he beat him the first time.
Oh yes.
That's why they had.
That's why.
I'm
they-
assuming that's
Gurney,
why-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they Gurney and him fought. Plus, he was the one that led that entire massacre against the
Yeah.
Atreides.
He's the Gurney of the first invasion.
How did what's his face survive?
I don't know. I was actually thinking that. I'm not sure how he survived.
Up one.
I feel like a top-ranking guy would be one of the first killed.
Bene Gesserit aren't supposed to, they're only women, correct?
The Bene Gesserit. Yeah.
And but there were 2 male mentats.
So they've been carefully selecting lineages and crossing lineages to try and produce the Messiah.
Yes, I know that.
And so
those were 2 failed messiahs?
No. Those were 2 prospect messiahs.
Oh, okay. But they didn't pan out, so they're mentats now.
Wait, who do you mean are men?
So the albino guy was the mentat for the Atreides, and whatever his name, Polka Dot Man, he was the mentat for what is his name? He was the mentat for the Harkonnens.
Polka Dot guy.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad. Polka Dot Man.
I've seen Suicide Squad.
So you know Ant-Man?
Yeah.
He's
the German hacker.
Yeah, David Dashmalchian.
You just slaughtered that.
Dashmalchian?
I don't remember this
Yes.
guy.
What is he from? What other movie? Click on what other movies he's in. Because he looks very, extremely familiar.
Who?
He plays in The Dark Knight.
That's what it was.
Oh, and also Oppenheimer. He plays in that too.
Which guy was this?
Ant-Man.
In the
Ant-Man.
show?
Yes,
That's
that's what
it
I
was.
literally
Okay.
said.
Like, what does he look like in the show? Because that doesn't.
He's bald and he has the little. That's him.
Oh. He was.
He was a mentat.
What was he in Ant-Man? I don't know
So
why
wait,
I'm
so
blanking.
He was a German hacker.
So he was
Okay.
one of the psychic guys.
Yes. He was the Harkonnens.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
He was the Harkonnens mentat.
He had psychic powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, he was killed when Paul Atreides' dad killed himself. Blew
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because the only one that to survive that was
did he
the
ever
Baron.
did he ever show?
Why? Hold on. Why did the Baron survive that?
Because he used.
Oh, he
his
put on a
levitating
shield,
thing.
right?
Well, he had a shield on, which survived him from saved him from the initial, poison. But he also had that levitating thing, so he was able to hide on the ceiling
Oh, okay.
above the gas line.
Well, you guys were at Dune. What was the name of what we were watching? Something King Arthur?
Oh,
That dog.
Arthur the
Oh.
King.
Arthur the King. Very good movie. Highly recommend it.
It looked pretty bad.
Marky.
It-
Dog drowns.
It looked.
Wow!
And-
Wow, that's like spoiling
and, well,
Old Yeller.
It's not like you didn't just talk about Dune 2 for the last 25 minutes, but
it would be a spoiler.
Yeah.
with granted, I'm a sucker for anything with Wahlberg in it. I think he's an excellent actor, and
Does he play a cop or
he
a
can
criminal?
play any role very well, and he doesn't, because the movie it's based on a real story.
Okay.
It's basically like these crazy
He's a triathlete.
nuts athletes, but it's like triathlon on steroids.
Okay. Oh, is
Because
this the Iron Man?
It's like Iron Man times 10 though.
Okay.
Because they'll go to like these crazy exotic places and they have to like climb and kayak and bike, and they run through like terrain that they have to like plan and plot their route kind of to like get to certain checkpoints to get supplies and whatever.
Yep.
And the whole like, and again it's based on a true story. I think it's actually crazy. They made it to one of their checkpoints, and what island were they on? Guatemala, I think something like that. But
Guatemala is a
but
Dominican Republic.
Dominican. So
Yeah.
homeless dogs everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
everywhere, and that's
yeah.
and basically they made it to one of the checkpoints, and he fed one of the dogs, Mark's character, and he's the lead of their 4-man team. So they've got
following
one guy that does navigating, and they're all kind of in their own. They do their own thing for the group. They kind of like contribute in different ways.
Okay.
And they need like sponsorships to obviously be able to afford to go around. And Mark's character had never actually gotten first in any of the races that he did, so it was a stretch because he was like 3 years retired. But he fed one of the dogs a freeze-dried meatball that none of his team would eat because they thought they were disgusting. So he gave one to the dog that looked like he was beaten and half to death, which he actually was. And the dog followed him through the woods, and he didn't show himself to the people until 200-300 miles away from that checkpoint. He followed them.
That's cool.
And then he actually stuck with them until the very end of the race. I won't spoil anything else, but highly recommend.
So the whole story is about the dog?
The dog and the race team that was made of like
What kind of a race is this again?
Like a triathlon on
Okay.
like steroids though, because it's like
In the Dominican Republic.
yeah. Well, they do different locations. Like I think the last one he had done was in like Costa Rica or something, and they lost miserably. They chose to leave out on their kayaks when the tide was going out. Their ocean kayaks, the tide was going out, and they got stuck on like the mud flats.
Oh, okay.
And one of their people got way too tired, so they lost. But the team was like a mishmash of people, because one of them was a really old dude that had like a problem with his knee, and he was the oldest one to ever compete in one of the races by that point. And obviously Mark was 3 years retired. One of them was just this big social media personality that he was forced to bring on to get that sponsorship, so that they had kind of the presence. And then the last one was this girl, because they're required to have one female on the team. And the girl was like a rock climber, and her dad had cancer. But she didn't tell the team until the day of the race, so they were like, had that driving factor. It was pretty cool. It was really cool, actually. So, very good movie.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about Dune before we wrap this up?
I feel like there's a lot I was going to say, but we got so sidetracked.
Yes.
I was only supposed to be in here for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're good. You're good. It was good to have a guest, see how it worked, and I thought it went pretty well. We didn't talk about anything really.
Nope.
Yeah, as it was written.
I mean, the three of us kind of shoot all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like we bounce stuff off each other pretty easily. So.
I don't think we ever completed a full thought before moving on to the next topic.
No, definitely not.
Thank you guys for watching the podcast.
Yes, that's it.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, review,
We
comment.
did that earlier when we say like, share, subscribe.
Well, I don't.
Hey, you got a moose antler though.
We did get a moose antler.
Yeah.
Comment
give
if
us
you like
gifts.
it. Yeah, if you're a guest, give us gifts. If you want to be a guest,
Comment your favorite antler or scene in the movie Dune 2.
If I come back on, I'm gonna bring another animal body part.
okay.
Yep.
Decomposable
No,
or
not
Okay,
so
thank you.
I won't tell
Make
you.
sure
though.
you check
It'll be a
out-
surprise.
Make sure you check out our Instagram and our TikTok. That's pretty much. Oh, if you want to be a guest, email us at onlyrighteanswerspod@gmail.com.
Yeah, you're gonna need.
And you also are gonna need to bring a gift because
you're gonna need to bring a gift.
we'll deny you if you don't bring a gift.
Yeah,
Actually, that's not true.
that's not true. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna bring a gift, Phil's running the email, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He does a lot of our behind the scenes stuff. So
yeah, Phil's great.
So yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
All right, cue the music.